Good morning once again, dear students, and we are in our yet another session of business communication skills. And in continuation with yesterday, we will be doing our business letters. Okay. Yesterday we saw apology letter, and and anybody who remembers it, which other letter did we do?
Letter of business promotion.
Absolutely, Kia. Good. So you were the only one who paid attention through the session. Rest nobody else did. So it was sales promotion, business promotion letter. That was one, and second was apology letter that we did. Okay. Today we are going to move ahead and understand what is it. How do we write an execution order or an execution letter to keep our clients informed that yes, your order has been accepted and we have already started executing on the order, and all the rules and regulations, whatever the terms and policies were supposed to be discussed, will be shown in this particular letter. Apart from this, we will also be doing cancellation letter. Okay. Usually it so happens, that due to non-compliance of terms and conditions, or there is a new set of government policies in place, something or the other happens and it affects the industry. And because that happens, probably you are not now in a position to take an order. Okay. So if you have already accepted the order, then now it is your cancellation order. All right. So we will be doing these type of letters. Before going ahead with execution letter, let me go ahead and explain you a few basics of writing letters. Okay. So there are these methods and types of communication, all right, that we will be doing. Understand that there are two forms of written communication. If you remember, I have told you this earlier, that there is an external written communication and then there is an internal written communication. When we talk about external written communication, it's all about, you are writing it outside of, you are writing for outside of the organization, meaning it could be a proposal, it could be something for your clients, something for your vendors, something for your suppliers, something for your customers, shareholders. That is your external written communication. So which all are going to be used in external written communication? It is going to be all the business letters and correspondences, proposals, technical articles, if any, the facts for that matter, telegrams for that matter. Okay, telegrams are an outdated thing, but then yes, you need to understand that this is also an external written communication. The telex messages, brochures, leaflets, press releases, quarterly reports, half yearly reports, yearly reports, all these are external written communication. When we talk about internal written communication, it is all about communication within the organization, meaning internal written communication is all about anything and everything that is written for people within the organization. Okay, like notices, circulars, memos, complaints, emails, in terms of some meeting notification or something, a questionnaire, a form, then the minutes of the meeting, MOMs, staff newsletters, if any, termination letters, if any. All these are internal written communication. Now, there are some constraints in developing effective written communication, and we need to be able to stick by these rules and regulations. If you all remember, I told you there are the four questions that you need to ask yourself before you're writing down anything, right? That means you need to plan the entire content and accordingly organize the content. In yesterday's two letters that we have seen, the apology letter as well as the business development, sales promotion for that matter, business promotion letter, you could see that it was very well organized letter, right? There was an opening, okay, then there was the main body giving all the reasons and all why it all happened or why it is going to be happening, and then the solution to it, right? In the business promotion letter, it was all about the opening, that yes, we are so and so, a little gaga of who you are, why you're writing it out. In the second stanza, which is a body of the letter, uh, you are now trying to tell them in depth that, these are our clientele, these are our services offered, and all of that. So unless you plan what to write, you cannot organize your thoughts. There is a proper format that needs to be set in. Okay. Usually it is the block letter format that we will be following, and that is what is the most contemporary format of writing letters. Okay, the style that you are going to keep has to be formal because it is a written communication, understand. You need to see to it that your grammar, you are proofreading your entire email, your entire letter before hitting that send button. Okay, and there is a quick fix for it. Gmail, if you are using Gmail, you will be able to see that there is something called as autocorrect happens. That is one, so your spellings are taken care of. But then there are some words which are correct in spelling but wrong in that particular scenario. For example, I wasn't there. Suppose that is the statement, I wasn't there. And if that there was this there that you typed, Their. Spelling wise, it is correct. Grammatically, it is wrong. What is wrong in it? There is, them, the people. Instead of typing there, which is still again correct in spelling, but grammatically it is now correct. I wasn't there. There. Right? So small little things you need to be a little careful. Proofread it out before hitting the send button. Read out aloud thrice at least, because when you read it aloud, your brain identifies if there is something wrong with the grammar by default. Okay, and you will feel, you have that gut feeling, oh, I think this sentence is grammatically wrong, and then you go ahead and start correcting it. Right, so proofreading before you hit the send button. And yes, you need to limit humor as good as zero while you're writing business letters. You cannot be, putting jokes there or sarcasm there. Not allowed. Not at all allowed. Now, what are the advantages or merits of written communication? Um, the content cannot be distorted, meaning it cannot be disturbed because it is sent via the mail. It is economical, most economical. Email, what do you need? A net connection. That's it, nothing else. All right. And again, the company is paying for it already. In a fraction of seconds, you can send that letter to God knows what all corner, nook and corner of the world. Most economical. It is precise and clear. It is a record, permanent record, which has to be maintained, which can be maintained, which can be reproduced also whenever needed. The written communication is also a basis that will form goodwill, and it also helps build positive image of the corporate. It is in used in mass dissemination, meaning I write one letter and suppose that is a circular. Okay, circular meaning some notice which entire staff of the organization needs to know about. So I just hit send. I choose the from my contact list all, and I send. It's so quick, right? So I can immediately send it to masses. It's the most effective communication because it is all, you know the advantages by now. It also can be used to delegate authority. Suppose the boss is not available in the office because he or she is going for a vacation, say for 8 days, okay, straight. So there has to be somebody who needs to act as in charge of that particular position while the boss is out, right? So you can directly write a mail and hit it to your entire staff saying that in my absence, so and so person will be acting as an in charge. Okay. So I'm delegating my authority to this person. So that is a proof that is authenticated because it has shot by me from my official ID to my entire team. And now they know, okay, in my absence, it will be he or she that will be taking care of the team, that will be taking care of the affairs. Okay. Accurate presentation, because the stuff is planned and organized in a systematic way. It's clear, it's concise, it's precise. That means the entire representation of whatever you wanted to say is accurate. Accurate. Okay, I did not say there's another word. What is that? I'm not giving you an estimate. I'm not saying it is approximate. No, it is accurate presentation. Presentation prevent it prevents from the wastage of time and money. You imagine, had it been not an email, and now I want to send a circular for my entire staff. My staff comprises of 1000 people in an organization. That means I need to write that letter, or maybe I type it on the typewriter. Okay, and then I make multiple photocopies of it, that is 1000 photocopies of it. And then I have my office boy who goes in every department, every nook and corner, and starts disseminating that. Isn't that wastage of time and money both? And also it is not eco-friendly, right? Because you're using so many pages. Email, done. Yeah, that is also a thing. And had it not been a written communication, and this was just a verbal communication, imagine the number of calls that you had to make. Such a wastage of time, right? Now there are some limitations also when we talk about written communication, and that is, the first and foremost is expensive. You'll be like, ma'am, just now you said it is the most economical one, then how is now it is expensive? It is expensive if not carefully written. Now it becomes a record, and now it is sent off. You cannot help retrieve it. Some gadbad you wrote, maybe because your mind was not stable, or maybe you were not in that mood of writing or replying to your client, and you missed out on the deal because of it. Who knows? So this particular entire communication actually proved to be most expensive because you lost your business. That's why expensive. You're getting me here, everyone? I don't see anyone, by the way. Nobody has turned their cameras on. Why? What's wrong? Can the cameras be on? Everyone? Good. I can see Vismay. I can see Jonah. Good. I can see Kishore as well. Umar. Good. Nadeem. Good. Others can start their cameras as well. Yes. Ali Kezer, Muhib. Good. 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 Yeah. So you understood what I mean by expensive, right? Now, it needs to be formal. You cannot write informal emails to your clients, to your vendors, to your suppliers, can you? No, we are talking about business communication. It got to be formal. So that is its limitation. It's not a difficulty, it is a limitation of a business written communication. It got to be formal. Yes, when it is a verbal communication, you may take that liberty because you know that person over a period of time. You may use informal language for a particular conversation. That's okay. It's not on record. But when you're writing an email, it is on record. So it got to be formal, right? Difficulty in amendment, as in, see, people in India, especially, what is happening, I'll tell you. You send a mail and then you call them up. You know what? I sent a mail. Check it. Happens. If anybody is working, they know what I'm speaking about. You hit the mail when it was already expected from my end that yes, I'll be sending that mail, and that should be obviously seen as a pop-up on your window. But there is a call that has to go. You know what? I sent that mail. Please check it and acknowledge. So there are people who are not still used to, keep checking their mails. Of course, you cannot be checking your mails all the while, as and how. But if you were expecting it from somebody, which is a very important mail, maybe a purchase order, which is really very important, and that purchase order goes to say $30 million or something, it is definitely your job to check it, right? The moment it is popped up, the notification is popping up, right? That is still not a culture deep down into all the corporates, especially Indian companies. But if it is an MNC, yes, that is the culture. You keep popping up into the mails all the while. It causes misunderstanding or misinterpretations sometimes if not written carefully. Getting it? I just gave you an example there and there, right? So it may cause misunderstanding or misinterpretation of data. Here, the feedback is necessary. Usually, what happens is when you hit a mail, you keep your bosses in CC, right? So that it's just for your information wala mail. Okay. Because there is always a loop that you have to follow. And the protocol says that whenever you hit a mail, you have to keep your bosses in CC. So they need to know. Okay. They won't be going through all the FYIs mails, but you have to keep them in CC. So there is needed that a feedback comes if in case there's something wrong, which is again left out because you as a manager treat it as an FYI email, so you don't bother it. Getting it? That's why feedback becomes a limitation there in these kind of mails. It is time consuming, meaning all the time and every other time you have to just reply through mail. Sometimes it becomes time consuming. Okay. Useless for illiterate people, of course. Difficult to maintain secrecy because it is an email. You never know who uploads what, the confidential information, right? Yeah, of course they will be tracked down. That is a different case. But the case in perspective is yes, the secrecy becomes a difficult part. Could be a delay in response. I have sent you the purchase order now. You are going to check the mail maybe later in the night, and then you're going to check with your bosses, and then the purchase order is going to be executed. So it takes a lot of time. Okay. Delay, that's why, because there is a delay in response, definitely there is a delay in decision making. Complex words, yes, sometimes people use complex words. Lack of direct relation also hampers your written communication. All right. So I will end this part and I will quickly share with you the letter of execution. Okay. Let me know once the screen is visible to you all. Is that visible? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. So this is an example of execution of order taken from the book itself. Essentially, see, when you're writing a letter, it is the letterhead on which you write the letter. Okay. So suppose this is the letterhead part, and then you start off with the date. Always you start with the date. Okay. So this is what is Vismay. Don't yawn in front of me, please. If you must go take a break, wash your face, and come back. 22nd June 2019, that is the recommended style of writing date, format of date. Two, there should be a comma. The vice president, there should be again another comma of purchase department, comma, Canara Bank, Mumbai 12. This is perfect. Two, whom am I addressing? I do not know the name of the person. So what do? I directly write it as to the vice president of purchase department, Canara Bank, Mumbai. Okay. Now, again, this is a very tricky one. Yeah, of course, on the letter and envelope, you will definitely write the detailed address. But as of now, no. Okay. Subject, execution of order number so and so. Now, if you remember yesterday, I told you there is always a reference number to every email or every letter that goes out of your organization, so that you can refer to it back. So here that means I have already sent an order letter, and that order letter had this reference number. Okay. Here is subject is execution of order number so and so, sir. Okay, now this is very biased. Not necessarily that the vice president has to be a male, so sir. So you can always be safe and write sir oblique madam. Rather, what is recommended is Madam oblique Sir. Okay, comma, hit enter. This is to inform you that we have executed the given order. You are requested to send the balance 50% payment as per the terms agreed. Kindly find, just a minute, kindly find the document Documents attached. Thanking you. Yours truly, AC Periyar. Who am I? I am the inventory manager. Okay, the company name is not mentioned here, but the company name is already mentioned on the letterhead here. So you need not mention the company name here. You got that? Okay. Now, had this been an email alone, then there wouldn't be what you say, a letterhead. So there in the signatures here, after you mention inventory manager, your company name will come, your desk phone will come, your handheld phone will come, all of that. So coming back to the execution order, now you'll say, ma'am, if fine, I have placed an order with this company, it is by default that they will start executing my order. Why do they need to write the letter? Well, they need to, because that is then acknowledgement of you as their supplier or somebody, that you have accepted, you have received the order and you have accepted the order. Okay. So that is why this letter is needed. That is one. Second is, if you see the body, the main content of this letter is that you are requested to kindly send the balance 50% payment as per the terms agreed. Meaning there was already 50% advance paid. Okay. And now that they have already started executing the order, you are required to release the other 50% payment, right? As per the terms agreed, meaning earlier the terms and conditions were agreed, and that's why the purchase order was placed. The order was placed. Kindly find the documents attached. So, yes, when you are writing an email, see to it that whenever you write something like this, that kindly find the documents attached, you need to attach the documents. You're not supposed to miss out on that. Usually this happens, in mails. You write that, yes, please find attached, and you mention what the attachment file is all about, and then you forget to attach those files. Usually this happens. This is a human error happening across companies over the time. But yes, you all are informed people. See to it that before hitting that send button, you're checking, reading out the entire email. If you have written that, yes, kindly find the documents attached, meaning there has to be documents that are attached. You see to it, check it if they have been attached. If they have not been attached, take your time now, another minute or two, attach all those files which are required, and then hit the send button. Okay. So this is clearly an acknowledgement of you receiving the order, accepting the order, and now executing the order. Second, it is all about the payment, because business runs on payment. Of course, it is not uh, out of social work that you're doing. No, you're doing a business here, right? So 50% probably was paid as an advance. Now, as per the terms agreed, if the execution of the order has to happen, the rest of the 50% as a balance has to be released, right? Yours truly, blah, 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 blah. Is this kind of a letter understood? Everyone? Very simple. This is how the letters are, very short and simple. 3 lines, 4 lines, done. Many a mails are, just one line. Noted with thanks. Acknowledged, thanks. That's it. One word, 2 word, literally. Okay. Now, I will quickly share with you another type of letter, and that is, who is joining now so late? Now I'm going to send you share with you something which is called as a cancellation letter. Okay. So what happens here is, usually, that there is an agreement between both the parties, excuse me, that so and so order has to be released within so and so time. And then it so happens that due to some conditions, um, or yeah, something that has unexpectedly happened, and that is why you have to now cancel the order. So here is an example of cancellation of the order. So it says, dear sir oblique ma'am, this letter is a formal request for the cancellation of order number so and so. You need to, again, the reference number, the order number, you have to specify, for rupees 50,000, which was placed with you on, mention the date as well. So you have placed an order with them on 15th of June 2019. As per the terms mentioned in the agreement, the order was to be delivered within 7 days of placement. That meaning, If I have placed an order on 15 June plus 7, that means 22. On 22nd June 2019, my order was supposed to be delivered. However, it is still not delivered after 15 days. Oh, something wrong, something huge problem. They have also not been intimated by you about the reason for the delay. Now, this is where the corporate image is going to get hampered. If there is a delay in any kind of delivery of something, you got to see to it that you are intimating it to your client. You need to inform them, just like yesterday we saw that apology letter, right? Due to unexpected flooding of orders, and we are not equipped with our staff so much to handle all those orders. That is the reason there is a delay. So you got to inform your client that, see, there is a delay happening for so and so reasons. If you wish, you can cancel the order, or if you may want to stick to the same order, then please give us so and so time. That is professional ethics. But now, what did this person do? The one who took the order? They did not even inform them about why there was a delay. Now, I expect a full refund of rupees 50,000 to my bank account within a period of 7 days as per the agreement. So there definitely were, exchange of agreement wherein the terms and conditions mentioned all this. That if there is a cancellation of order because of them, the suppliers, then you see to it that the entire refund is done within 7 working days. I'm enclosing a copy of the agreement. Kindly send a written confirmation of the receipt of this cancellation order. Now, understand the tonality of this client. The client is actually fully irritated, and that's why the choice of words, the choice of language, right? In case of any queries, you can email me at abc@yahoo.com. Definitely, this was a handwritten letter, and that's why that email ID. Thanking you for your prompt attention towards this matter. Sincerely, blah, 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 blah. Understand the tonality again. I repeat this letter for you. This is really very important. This is what happens usually, that there is a delay. The supplier or the vendor does not inform it to the client. Definitely, the client is going to lose their mind, and they are going to ask for a complete refund, right? And of course, they will not go back to these vendors or suppliers if this kind of a treatment was done with them, right? Because they have lost the entire trust from the client, since they have not informed them about what the delay was. So again, unprofessional. Dear sir or ma'am, this letter is a formal request for the cancellation of order number so and so for rupees 50,000 rupees, which was placed with you on so and so date. As per the terms mentioned in the agreement, the order was to be delivered within 7 working days of placement. Okay, I am adding that working days, fine. However, it is not delivered even after 15 days. We have also not been intimated by you about the reason for the delay. Now, what is the action to be taken? The action to be taken is, I expect a full refund of 50,000 rupees to my bank account within a period of 7 days as per the agreement. And if you must, then yes, I am enclosing a copy of agreement for your reference. It's as good as that language. Kindly send a written confirmation of the receipt of this cancellation order. In case of any queries, you can email to me, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your prompt attention towards this matter. Meaning, I'm expecting you as my supplier or vendor that you need to promptly attend to this matter. Yeah. Sincerely, blah, 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 blah. Hope you understood what is this cancellation letter and how it happens. Cancellation of an order. Yes, no, can't say.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, cool. So we'll do another type of letter today, and that will be circular. Okay, because we still have time. Let me utilize it. Okay, here it is. Let me quickly start sharing it with you. Here it is. Visible to you all?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, so this is an example of a circular. This is essentially the letterhead of, now it is not actually how a letterhead looks like, but just an example for you that it has to be on the letterhead. Mr. Daya Shankar, who is Mr. Tayashankar. He is the HR manager of Logistical Solutions Limited, 35 Ville Parle, Commercial Park Drive, Mumbai 56. Now, what does this letter say? All okay. Dear sir, you would be glad to know that we are shifting our base from our office at 24 Narayan Villa to 30 Arthur Road, as the office expansion required more space for the smooth functioning with the customers. With your cooperation and support, we have grown well and hope for the same in future too. See all the goody glossy language that you have to add in. It is a must actually. Therefore, we would request you to start sending your correspondences from 20th of July 2019 onwards to our new office address. Now, see this entire circular, by now you have understood that you are shifting your base from this particular office to that particular office. So it has also been known, it has also been told to this particular uh, company representative, that is the HR manager, that whatever the further future correspondences will happen from 20th July 2019 onwards, meaning we will be there from 20th July onwards. Getting it? So anything before that, the correspondences has to come to the current location itself. If there are any correspondences on or after 20th July, then on the new address. Okay. We are sure the new area would also prove gainful to strengthen our business ties. Yours sincerely, Manohar Prasad, HR manager. So essentially, it is, this Narayan Villa, Mumbai, blah, blah, blah. They are now giving a circular out to probably their vendors, probably their clients, that any correspondences, they are probably the customers, who knows. So they are like, with your cooperation and support, we have grown up well, and now we want to expand our space so that we smoothly function with our customers. And that's why, right? So it's just the change of address. Even if there is a change of address, you got to inform all your customers, your vendors, your suppliers that yes, you are shifting your bases and this is the new address, right? And when is this new address going to be effective from? Effective from 20th July 2019. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
No? Very good. Anybody else who has any doubts so far? Okay. Now, here is an assignment for you all. The first assignment for business communication skills. Everyone got to note it down. I will definitely post this in the Google Classroom as well for your reference. First and foremost, you all are required to write uh, a business promotion letter. One. Second is an execution letter. Third is a cancellation letter, right? And yes, the fourth, apology letter also. Now, you got to understand, I'm explaining you the scenario for which you are going to write this. The business promotion letter is the first that you are required to write. Okay. Imagine you are an ad agency, just like what we did in the example, okay, yesterday. The same way. Imagine yourself to be an advertisement agency, and now you want to promote your business in terms of all your services, right? And you write this out maybe to Tata Motors, okay? Just a hypothetical example. So you are this ad agency, you have been into the industry, say 35 years somewhere, okay? And you have been working with big corporates. And now you want to extend your services to this new client of yours, which is Tata Motors, okay? So yeah, that is the base for you writing for business promotion. First. Second is now the execution letter. Okay. That meaning you, as Tata Motors, you have accepted, probably. I'm giving you the entire setup here, the background. Tata Motors have accepted, they liked your business promotion letter and they went through your website, and now they are more than happy to go ahead and seek your services as their new ad agency. Okay, and probably they have given you an order that okay, you will be working on our next product launch. Okay, understood? Don't worry, I will write this down. I will mention all the instructions even in your Google Classroom, but I need to explain you the backdrop. This is what the backdrop is. So as Tata Motors, I have placed an order with you, or I have given you a contract of this particular product launch. Okay, so no, now you as this ad agency, you have to write an execution letter to Tata Motors, acknowledging that yes, you have accepted their contract and that you have already started executing the product launch event. Okay, is this understood? Execution letter. And then there is something about the apology letter. You all need to write down an apology letter as an ad agency to Tata Motors that due to say what reason. Um, yeah, due to say there have been this transportation issues, or maybe a major ban on all the public transport. Just mention that way, okay? Major ban on public transport. You were not able to deliver the product launch event. The entire event setup couldn't be done as per the agreed upon terms, and there will be a delay of a day, which actually doesn't happen, huh? Which actually doesn't happen. If you are into an event management company or something and you have got a product launch contract, you cannot delay on any which ways. Yes, all you need to do here is, while you're writing an apology letter, is that you are going to increase your staff, you're going to hire better people, so that in whatever the days, number of days, or whatever the schedule was, you're still sticking to it. Okay, and you're not leaving out on the schedule. So that apology letter, that yes, because of some reasons, this is what could not be done as per the contract, as per the agreed upon terms. We are running late on the schedule. We will see to it, do not worry, we will see to it that we hire extra staff and we shall meet the deadlines. Okay, and we will see to it that we are very much on the schedule. Understood all of this, everyone? Okay, we will not keep the cancellation and circular here. Two things are out of question. So all you need to do is write a business promotion letter, okay, as an ad agency, execution letter, and then finally an apology letter. Three letters only, right? That is your assignment, and you are required to submit that only in Google Classroom. Okay, do not worry, I will share with you the screenshots how you're supposed to attach whatever work you have done as an assignment in your Google Classroom. You have to attach it there, you have to submit it there. Mind well, this is a credit based course. Okay, here you need to earn credits. The credits are not just earned basis on your examinations that happen, the semester end examinations. No, it's a combination of your attendance, your internal assessments in terms of your assignments, in terms of your presentations, okay, your overall behavior, and then finally your exam that you write. All right, I hope I am clear on my communication here. Everyone, any doubts? And I don't see. Yeah. All right, all right. I shall post the same on Google Classroom. And if you all have not yet joined the Google Classroom, see to it that you're joining it, because if all your internal assessments will happen from your Google Classroom. Okay. Till then, take care. Bye bye, everyone.